And you're damn right this is a must-win for the Vikings. All right, welcome back to the Onebar and Lupagus show. I'm Onebar with Lupagus. And the Vikings might have the NFC North wrapped up. At worst case, they're the 3 seed in the playoffs. But this is a damn must-win for the Minnesota Vikings.
Absolutely. We're going to talk about why that is. Before we do, be sure to subscribe to the channel. We are just a pubic hair away from hitting that 8,400 mark. Cannot wait for that. And also, hit up Lifford's Brewing Company, either at your liquor store or at the facility in Stillwater. It's amazing, and your taste buds will thank you.
Yeah, I can't think of anything better sitting there watching the Vikings pound on the Packers with the double fisting with a couple lift bridges in my hand.
Oh, man, sounds fantastic.
All right, let's do it. So Vikings, we're gonna go over a couple scenarios. Put in the comments why you think this is a must-win, or maybe you don't think this is a must-win. Maybe you don't care.
Don't give a shit.
Just don't. And also be sure to join us live tonight. Plenty to talk about Packers.
We are horned up. Packers week. Hell yeah.
Horned up. Let's go to the easy one. We can get into the playoff scenarios, which we will. But number one, anything better than the thought of kicking the Packers' asses out of the playoffs on their turf? Boom.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing better is winning the Super Bowl.
But fine.
But this would be – it's already been an amazing season. The season's always going to go down as a win no matter what. But what cream on the top. What a – maybe one more final beer to celebrate than beating the Packers, throwing the dirt on their graves, pissing and shitting on them as you say goodbye to their playoff hopes and dreams.
That was graphic. That was gross, but I agree with 100% everything you just said. And, we don't know what the future holds for the Packers. Maybe this is the last time we play Aaron Rodgers. Who knows? And we beat him. We sweep him. We already spanked him in week 1. Let's do it again. The weather's not supposed to be crazy cold or anything like that. We got a chance, and that's number one on my list. It's not even close.
Yeah, I mean, would this be a bit of a black mark, a blemish, a zit on the ass of a fine season if we do lose this game to you?
Kind of, and we'll talk about more. I mean, not just because we're losing to the Packers. We already beat them at home. Generally, to split with the Packers, fine. But this late in the game with so much more at stake and the thought we could put them out of the playoffs, it would be a little bit of a blemish. I'd get over it pretty quick and start looking towards the playoffs, but I'd be very, very upset probably well into Tuesday.
Just don't pick at it because it'll scab and scar. You don't want that.
I always pick at it. Always.
So let's talk about what is at stake. You mentioned that. Let's get into that. What is at stake for the Vikings in this game?
Well, I mean, let's talk playoffs in a second, but the other side of this is momentum. I mean, we can't coming after last week's 61-yard field goal. Beautiful. Keep that thing going. Keep it going into the playoffs, beating this team, and again, kicking their asses out of the playoffs. Can you imagine how stoked these guys are going to be? Going into Lambeau, beat them. They can beat anybody in the playoffs. They're going to be thinking their shit don't stink.
Well, I think they've already proven they can beat anybody. Look at the Bills win. The problems that was the comeback. I mean, this Vikings team, I get it. Momentum is definitely key in this one. Keep that thing rolling.
All right, well, let's talk playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the big thing is the Vikings, actually by the time this game kicks off, they'll know their fate as far as the number 1 seed goes. Eagles play the Saints at noon. We play at 3:25. So that will be known if there's still a chance or not. But to even have that chance, this game has to be won.
It does, and as beautiful as the number 1 seed sounds, I mean, it's probably not very realistic. So it sounds wonderful, but the bigger part for me is that number 2 seed. I mean, the 49ers play like, I can't even remember who they play. They play the Raiders and
someone else is just
somebody very bad. Colts, maybe, I don't know. But anyways, the number 2 seed, we got to have it. We got to have it, and it's in our hands. We got to win out. If we lose one game, we do not have the tiebreaker for the Niners.
Yeah, their final game is against the Cardinals. So, I mean, those are 2 games where the Niners would be heavily, heavily favored. Both those teams suck. They suck. So the Niners have an easy road. They win out. They get it. We have to definitely keep pace, keep that game ahead by winning this game at Lambeau against these Packers. This is huge. It's a huge game for the Vikings. Could you imagine 2 home playoff games? How big would that be?
Oh, God, my liver is going to be the size of a basketball.
Oh, my God, Mom?
Yes, I am your mother. So, yes, this is an absolute must win. Have to win it. Got to. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, the reasons why. I mean, just to put the Packers away, end them by their hated rival. How great is that going to feel? Keep your number 1 shot alive, and also momentum, and that number 2 seed. It's going to be huge. It's so huge.
I mean, the gall on these people to give the Packers the favoring the Packers and just zipping their lips. I mean, we might be sounding a little selfish because we're 12-3. We got the North wrapped up. Oh, this is a must win. Blah blah blah. It's not a must win. It is a must win. So I gotta have it. Let us know in the comments what you think, and be sure to join us live tonight. We'll be drinking beer.
Remember this: sex is biochemically no different from eating large quantities of chocolate.